My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and Shub Diwali to all of you. Well, in my country, Trinidad and Tobago, we celebrate all the major holidays of the major religions and some of the ethnic groups. So today is Diwali first. So I'm just taking a break from all the drama because it's just like Christmas, right? So it's all of that cleaning and upheaval and preparing of sweets and food. It's all of that. Okay, and then of course the big light up of the dias tonight to symbolize the light over darkness, good over evil. So today what I'll be doing is tapping into angelic guidance for your connection, for the counterparts. Okay, because we're in rough waters, a bit of a rough waters right now, and there's big transformation energy this month, and you're going to need to rely on your own intuition. Forget what readers are going to be telling you, which is weird because I'm telling you something, right? But really, it really has to resonate with your heart space before you run from it. So everything that you hear needs to be tested. It has to be tested with your sword of discernment, okay? And a technique that I like to use is to actually imagine that I have a sword of discernment. And whatever it is I'm testing it against, I visualize it there. So let's see, I heard something. Okay, a reader told me, blah, blah, blah. I visualize that paragraph and then I point my sword of discernment at it. Of course, after you ground and protect yourself. Now, if when I visualize and I hit that thing with my sword of discernment and it dissipates, then it was not true. Okay? It was alternative facts, right? Fake news. Fake news. But if it stands there after that higher light energy hits it, then you know it's the truth that you're hearing. So there are different techniques that you can use to practice discernment, but you have to feel it in your heart space. It's like you have to say, yeah, this resonates with me. You can muscle test. I showed you guys how to get messages from predictive text, that kind of thing. But you have to do your own channeling right now and make sure that your channel is clear. So grounding and protection is a must. PPE, guys, PPE. It's all about PPE, right? You have to have on your protective gear. That's number one. So let us go in with this and let us get advice for the counterparts. And again, you're going to test it against your own discernment. Okay, beautiful. So let us go into the romance angels now. The meditative music that came on for you is love and compassion, which totally resonates with what I've been feeling. Is the tool that in your toolbox that you're going to need the most this month. It's love and compassion, because that is the only way that you're going to be able to understand your person, understand where they're at, and also have love and compassion for yourself. And it is so weird. I think maybe I'll do that Tuesday for you guys. Angela, which you guys know, which is my Reiki master, she was showing us about shielding and all of that, right? She does a kind of body code and emotion code session kind of thing, which I want to expose you guys to. And part of it, they gauge the amount of compassion that you have for yourself and the amount of compassion that you have for others. So my love and compassion for others, right now, it's at 96%, but my love and compassion for myself is 86%, right? Where that's from. So we're often so harsh on ourselves and we tell ourselves so many negative things that we would never tell another person. Okay, so right now it's working on that self-compassion, working on that compassion for others, so that we have this clear channel that is resentment-free, bitterness-free, anger-free. And there's some big purges that are happening right now to ensure that happens. So if you've been feeling purges of anger, resentment, rage from things from the past, way back that you've not talked about, that you've not thought about in years, and people, it's all that big purge to just push you into love and compassion. Okay, all right. So let's get some guidance for you and your counterpart, whether you're in a twin flame, soulmate relationship, a crush, whatever it is. This is for you and your person. Okay. All right. So let's have a card of guidance for you. Yourself first, right? Ace of Cups come before the Two of Cups. And let's have a card of compassion for your person. Why am I saying card of compassion for your person? I told you, this is what you need to have right now. You need to have compassion for your person. I told you. I felt it, right? because they're going to need time. They're wounded. They show me the wounded dog. And even when animals are wounded, even you reaching out to feed them or pet them or reassure them feels like an attack. And I feel that's what's going on with your person. So you might be trying to reach out to them. And I think that's why we got that message on the live. Stop reaching out. Right? They might just bite your hand off because they're feeling vulnerable. And everything feels like an attack. All right? So you just have to have that love and compassion and send them that energetic healing and support. Let them know that you're there in more subtle ways. Because I don't think they're up for the overtures at this time. All right, let's get an angelic answer for you. And one fifth person. And then I'll pull some angel tarot cards after that. So let's see what are the two messages. So for yourself, stay optimistic about your love life. All right, that's beautiful, because right now things can seem pretty bleak. I can't tell you the amount of DFs that have written or reached out and saying, you know what, they're just ready to give up on this in journey. But remember, the journey is not your person, right? So you can give up on your well, you're not giving up on your person, but you can step back to totally from your person or detach from your person and still be on the journey, because this journey is about you and self-love. But they're ready to give up on their person and find something new that's going to fulfill them, that's somebody that's going to be able to show up there for them physically and emotionally, because they're recognizing now there's an acceptance that this person just can't do it at this time for whatever reason. Whether they're healing, they're with somebody else, whatever it is, this person cannot show up. But Spirit is saying, stay optimistic, okay? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, all right? So Spirit is saying that there's love here between you and your person, okay? But right now, your person just cannot show up. They can't show up, and there's an acceptance. So you don't have to accept that they're breadcrumbs, but there has to be an acceptance of the reality, the present reality of the situation. But Spirit saying no need to worry. All right, you don't have to worry. They got it. You got it. You just have to stay in Empress energy and focus on your path. Because look, you're having activations right now. You're probably not even recognizing because maybe you're focusing on this person. But Spirit saying there's an inner fire within you that is about to burst forth, and you need to be focused on your path. Your soul path, your soul mission, and developing your spiritual gifts here, because this fire looks like the Ace of Wands. Okay, that's about you taking that Ace of Wands and running with it, right? So you focus on your spiritual path. For your person, what is the guidance? Free yourself, right? It says time to take back control of your life. So it looks like your person has been caught in a karmic cycle here, okay? Caught in this pen, and when they're supposed to be free, there's a unicorn, right? They're supposed to be free to express themselves, to show their uniqueness, to show how magical they are. But somebody has tried to tame them. Maybe it's traditional viewpoints or friends or family or whatever society they were brought up in, whatever programming they received, it's really holding your person back, and they have to recognize that they have to free themselves. You can't free this person, right? They have to do that. Right? What else here? We have here unlikely. Now it could be that they are unlikely to free themselves. Spirit wants to tell you. So of course I'm going to pull a card on that for you. What is unlikely right now? Woo. What is unlikely? Spirit, tell us what is unlikely. All right. Okay. They're it's unlikely that they can give equally to the situation at this time, because they are in a karmic cycle. Okay, now it looks like it looks like right now they are kind of confused, okay, at this time. So they're not going to be able to free themselves immediately from the situation. It looks like there are addictions here, okay, and that devil card is backed up by the 9 of Cups in reverse. I mean, that's addiction upon addiction, right? So right now, your person, they're dealing with that. So it looks like they will eventually move forward, but it ain't likely to be right now, okay? They cannot show up for you. And that's something you just have to move into that acceptance with. Have that compassion to see this person in context, okay? Their whole context, their upbringing, where they're at, who they're with, see that person in context and recognize this is the best that they can do at this point in time. You don't have to accept it. You just have to accept the situation so that you can make the best choices for your life. Okay, but Spirit is saying right now, the best choice is to move on with your spiritual path. And you can stay optimistic. Just know that this is gonna come. This is gonna come around when it's gonna come around. Okay, but right now there's work that you need to do. Okay, let's see. Let's get some further advice from the angels for both you guys. What is the advice? What is the advice for you guys? Let's go into the tarot. Okay, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Yes, somebody's wounded. Okay, and wherever they're at, they feel like they just can't move on just yet. Yeah, it's a karmic cycle, right? So what is the advice for you? I'll get 3 cards. We have the Three of Cups. Counterpart is open. We have the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, the Three of Wands. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse. All right, what am I getting here? Okay, Spirit is saying, listen, for sure you guys there's some kind of third party here. Whether this third party is a job, family members, or intimate partner, there's a third party here. There's just too much threes. Spirit is saying right now you need to focus on your own happiness and making shit happen for yourself. There's some kind of collaboration that you've been called to do. I'm getting probably in business or some kind of creative project. Spirit is saying focus on that. They also want you to know that your person sees you as a happy place and they do want to collaborate with you. They've kind of made that decision to come towards you already, but this is going to require patience on your part. Not waiting, patience. For your person, what is the advice? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what is Spirit saying? Spirit is saying right now they need to get grounded because right now they're ungrounded. Okay, they are all up in their head. So this is a message for the Divine Masculine. So Divine Masculine, what Spirit wants you to do is really take stock of your insecurities and find the root cause of where they come from. You would find that it's some kind of thing, something with your father. There's some kind of thing, whether by his presence or absence. This is where these insecurities come. This is where these addictions come from. Okay, and for a lot of you guys, masculines out there, the addiction is to power and money. Okay, this is where the addiction now lies. So Spirit is saying, DM, you have to examine the relationship with your father, whatever your father modeled to you, let me say the masculine energy, whatever the masculine energy or the male authority figure, the masculine authority figure in your life modeled to you. This is what has you trapped right now. This is the root cause of your addictions, your codependencies, and your insecurities. And this is something that you need to focus on and deal with right now. Okay, this is what you have to free yourself from right now. Programming as it relates to the material world. This is the genesis of your insecurities and your addictions and your feelings of not being good enough. Okay, so that's what you have to focus on. Let's get a message from your person. So for, oh my gosh, well, they definitely want you to know. I can't even see where that bloody card thing, where that went. Where did that card go? Oh, there it is. And it's 3 of them. Okay, so it's a message from your person. So this is something that they want to tell you right now. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We have the Devil in reverse, or ego in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And we have Death card in reverse. Okay, so what do they want you to know? They want you to know that they're in the midst of a transformation right now. Okay, they are healing. They are healing. They want you to know that they are healing. And they're not really taking any action towards this connection except to heal, which is exactly what they need to be doing right now. This person is currently experiencing some sort of ego death, so it looks like they might be in dark night of the soul right now, but there are addictions that they are trying to release so that they can become the best version of themselves. Okay, this release isn't over. It's not over, Spirit is saying. Okay, they're in the midst of this transformation. I'm getting for some of them, they might even be trying to resist it. As much as they're doing all this work and all this healing, some of them might be still clinging on to something. Let me pull a card on that. Release in reverse. But that tells me they're still in transformation just now. It's not complete. Yeah, they're going to be taking this leap of faith here. Okay, but right now they are still in this transformation energies. Still dealing with their woundedness, and I think the last bit of it is some relationship or some kind of wounding as it relates to a masculine energy in their life, whatever that masculine energy model to them about poverty, consciousness, and power, especially economic power. This is what's having your person confused right now. What is the message for the masculine from the DF? Then what does your DF want you to know? We have 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Star card in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have, it says life experience, and it's a Tower moment. Okay, so it looks like for some divine feminines, if not all, there's some big epiphany. There's some kind of Tower moment, some kind of realization that she's going through right now. And coming out of that life experience, coming out of this realization, what she has committed is she will not be collaborating with anyone who has any kind of karmic partner attached, or who is operating in poverty consciousness. She will also not be collaborating with anyone who's not putting the time, effort, and energy as she is into the connection. She's not collaborating with anyone who is not given equally to this and who is not focused on their healing. She is just not collaborating with anyone who has other priorities and imperatives besides her. This is her takeaway from this whole thing. She's looking for equity, and if this equity cannot be provided, she is just going to lovingly detach from the situation. In fact, she's already done so. So what is the advice that you're going to be left with? And I'm sharing one of my out of print decks with you again. I don't know, I'm just pulling them out, and it's the Angel Oracle. Just shuffling them gently. What's the advice for DF from the angels? I'm really drawn to that sword of truth, but it's pointed down. Spirit saying boundaries, not barriers. You don't have to be that defensive, and watch your words. You don't have to be cruel either. All right, I get you. For DF, what is it? Oh, she gets 2 cards. And for DM, what's the advice? Okay, beautiful. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what is the advice, guys. Okay. So the first thing is the Guardian of Health. So before I read what's down below, Spirit is saying this is time to focus on you. And we've been getting that. It's about yourself here and making sure that you are healthy, mind, body, and spirit. And I guess that's why I was so motivated to give you guys that Reiki, with the intention of coming into unity with self, mind, body, and spirit. Because Spirit is saying this is what you need to focus on right now. For some of you, you've been wearing yourself very thin. You're going to crash, and then you're going to end up in what I call healing jail, which is hospital. Okay, so Spirit is saying right now you have to focus on yourself, eating, really drawn to the food here, eating healthy food, being grounded, getting exercise, and spiritual protection. you've got to focus on yourself right now. It says, my attitudes about myself are rich in love and acceptance. And it also there's also a focus here on your emotional and mental health, about how you think about yourself. And I think that's why I spoke about, it's so weird that, and it goes for everybody, that we can have more compassion for others than for ourselves. The Spirit saying right now, you have to focus on that compassion for self right now, okay? The other thing that Spirit, the angels want you to know is right now, I told you have to focus on your spiritual growth. Okay, right now the most important thing is your spiritual path. It's not this person and what they're doing. Okay, you are being called and you are being asked to answer. It says, the way I become spiritual is simply to become myself. So there's something here about authenticity and spiritual authenticity as well. Rediscovering the self and being unafraid to display your truths to the world. For the masculine, we have the angel of glory. So this tells me, and it looks kind of like the wheel of fortune here with the cardinal points, right? Beautiful, right? So what Spirit is saying is that the wheel is going to turn in your favor and you're going to be victorious no matter the kind of tough time that you are going through right now. And it seems like there's resistance coming at you from every side and so much darkness and darkened energy. You have support from the universe in your corner, Spirit, God, whatever you resonate with, right? There are people, there are beings in the spirit world, luminous beings that are there for you, and you will be victorious, and you are going to have the discernment, the energy, the drive to see us through. I mean, you might feel weary right now because I'm feeling a feeling of overwhelm, but know that at the end of the day, the victory is already yours, okay? It also says, I sing praise and glory to the source of all life. So there's also a message here about gratitude, focusing on what is going positive in your life, what is really working out. And once you focus on that, then Spirit has no choice but to bring you more of the same. So don't focus on the problems in your life. Focus on what's going well, and then more of that is going to show up. Okay, so guys, that was your reading today. I hope that resonated with you guys. Have a great Diwali, everybody. And even if you don't celebrate Diwali, that message of light over darkness and good triumphing evil, which is the message for the masculine right now, that good will triumph over evil. Don't worry about it. It's something that I think everybody can resonate with. Okay, all right, guys, that was your reading. I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye.